next big one David hits 90 in this kick is and that's and I guess the kick stop it channel and make it yeah. Because I'm like, I didn't think it was like, are we gonna get caught off guard by all straight time? And they're like, no, that's the only one that they can do this stuff. You said you're gonna play that, so I don't have to worry.
possible, please remember to practice social distancing of at least 6 feet, wear your face covering at all times, practice proper hygiene by washing and sanitizing your hands, and report those symptoms immediately. Please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, officials, coaches, and of course your team and your opponent. We ask that fans only sit in your household, remain seated at all times unless visiting the restroom or concession stand, and do not sit in the areas marked with an X or the seat closest to the aisleway. When you leave, we ask that you please exit to the right and out the doors closest to the pond in front of the building. Let's make today's contest great, and thank you for your help and cooperation. As a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Clement Northeastern welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Northeastern High School and Blanchester High School. To honor America, we ask everyone to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of the student athletes and coaches is appreciated by member schools competing. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all fans. The officials assigned to this game have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based on a process approved by the OHSAA's director. The officials for this game are Brad White, Nick Schmidt, and Rudy Moore. Now let's meet our players, starters, and cheerleaders for tonight's contest. First for the visiting Wildcats, number 2, Bryce Sipple. Number 10, Seth Baker. Number 12, Nolan Gray. Number 13, Zach West. Number 14, Justin Hofstedt. Number 20, Dave McVeigh. And number 25, Colton Wilson. Starting tonight for the Wildcats, number 3, junior Brinson Lucas. Number 5, senior Bryce Highlander. Number 11, senior Hunter Hartman. Number 22, senior Braden Sipple. And number 33, senior Logan Heitzman. Their head coach is Mr. Adam Weber. Cheering tonight for your Rockets, Alexis Gabby. Alexis Ford Jones. Elizabeth Stricker. Lydia Huff. Mackenzie Donovan. Autumn Purcell and Brianna Rule. Playing tonight for your Rockets, number 10, Jake Mott. Number 11, Owen Fishback. Number 24, Keegan Hopkins. Number 25, C.J. Boothby. Number 33, Damian Kessler. And number 44, Angus Cruz. Starting tonight for your Rockets, number 3, junior Austin Yeager. Number 23, junior Bryce Reese. Number 5, senior Logan Podworth. Number 32, senior Mason Martin. And and number 40, senior Trevor House. Their head coach is Mr. Colwell.
All right, welcome to Claremont Northeastern High School, where the Claremont Northeastern Rockets are going to host the Blanchester Wildcats. For the Rockets, your starters are number 3, Austin Yeager, number 5, Logan Pottorff, Bryce Reese, number 23, Mason Martin's number 32, and Trevor House is number 40. Starting for Blanchester, number 3, Bryson Lucas, number 5, Bryce Highlander, 11 is Hunter Hartman, 22 is Braden Sipple, and 33 is Logan Heitzman. So you're going to have Sipple jumping off against Trevor House as we get ready to start the game. I'm joined by Liz Benjamin tonight. The tip's controlled by Blanchester, and we're underway here at Northeastern High School.
Rockets are going to be in a 2-3 zone.
I don't know about, maybe so. Up top, they get it to Bryson Lucas. And Bryson Lucas is going to get started by traveling, and the Rockets will take control. Pretty good socially distant crowd here tonight. I tell you what I miss the most about the COVID times, other than the gym being packed out. I miss the Rockets band being here.
I do. I also
Mr.
miss...
Moore and the pep band behind the visiting bench is always a big-time home court advantage.
It is.
For the Rockets. Skip pass over to Yeager from Pottorff. Gets it to Reese. Reese being guarded by Bryce Highlander. Yeager from Pottorff will go from 14 feet. Rattles out. No good. Rebound goes to Blanchester. The rebound's Logan Heisman. And Sipple will bring it up the floor. We'll probably hear a lot of Sipple's name this evening. Dropped 49 the other night on Felicity.
He's about 90 points away from the next big milestone, I'm told.
Right now, Blanchester content to pass around the perimeter against the zone. Skip pass goes to Sipple. Sipple being guarded by Pottorff. Pottorff's able to knock it out of Sipple's hands.
I'm impressed with that. It's clearly Blanchester's seen lots of 2-3 zones. That was a skip pass, but you notice 2 offensive players set screens on the side.
House finds Mason Martin. Mason Martin scores his first 2 points. He hits the 12-footer on the pass from Trevor House. That was a good look. Entry pass to the center. Over to the wing to Martin, and Martin knocks it down. It's nice to see Martin get out to a decent start.
Yes, when he's hot, he gets hot.
And the shot attempt is no good by Hunter Hartman, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. So with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play, it's 2-0 Rockets. Entry pass from Martin's tipped away. He was looking for Trevor House. It's stolen by the Wildcats, and Braden Sipple will bring it up the floor. Decides to slow it down. The Rockets hustle back into their 2-3 zone. Skips it over and finds Bryce Highlander. Highlander will take a 3-point attempt. It's no good. Trevor House with a good box out and rebound. He'll get it to Bryce Reese. Reese will push it up the floor. Reese hesitates, goes up with his right hand. Shot attempt's no good, but he's going to shoot a couple. The foul's going to be the first of our game. And that foul's going to be called on number 3. That's Bryson Lucas, his first, the junior. Bryce Reese will shoot 2.
Looks like Blanchester's playing a zone against the Rockets offense. I also want to take this time. You thanked several people for helping the RocketCast, and I really appreciate the time. I don't think people realize the time it takes that you put into this. And for all of our viewers and all of us, we appreciate it.
Who are you thanking?
You.
Oh.
I'm thanking you. You put in lots of hours, and nobody's ever really got to thank you. So I'm taking this time to go ahead and thank you.
All right, well, you're welcome. Hopefully this is a one-year-and-done thing. Bryce Reese misses both. It stays 2-0 Rockets. Blanchester brings it up. That's Highlander. Gets it to Sipple, to Hartman. In the corner, it's going to be Bryson Lucas. He'll drive.
Nice
Fed
block
to Logan Heitzman, and that block is by Logan Pottorff. Pottorff will push it up the floor. He finds House. House will slow it down. Kicks it to the top. It's Reese. Dangerous pass almost stolen. Reese ball fake goes up. It won't drop. Rebound goes to Sipple. Sipple will push it up the floor. They've got numbers. He finds Highlander on the side. Highlander hesitates, nothing. Knocked away by Reese. Timeout called by Blanchester. Blanchester coach Weber is a little bit irritated with his squad at this point, doing things a little bit out of sorts for him. So he'll take a 30-second timeout and do things pretty quick. Ripping them pretty good.
Oh, they've gone 2 minutes and 40 seconds without a score. That's a significant amount of time at a varsity level without a basket. We mentioned it during the JV game. We are going to make sure between the third and the fourth quarters that we get the varsity cheerleaders crowd cheer.
We'll grab them as much as we can. A 30-second timeout usually doesn't give us a whole lot of time to drop down there. So it's going to be Blanchester ball with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. One foul in the game against Blanchester. 2 points. Those are by Mason Martin on an assist from Trevor House.
The Rockets have a little bit of a size advantage, at least in the guards. When Sipple's not being the primary guard.
Still a 2-3 zone. They get it to the side. That's Bryson Lucas. To the top, it's Hartman. Hartman enters to Lucas. Smallest guy on the floor will go to the middle. It's blocked away by Trevor House. Podorf picks up the rebound. He'll get it to Reese. Reese advances it up the floor. Mason Martin was there, but couldn't quite get to him. They get it to Yeager. Back to Reese on top. Over to House on the side. Potter's posting up. No good, though. They get to the corner. Martin will shoot another 12-footer from the side. It's no good. Ooh, I thought that Trevor House had that offensive rebound, but Highlander's able to pull it out. Highlander finds Heitzman. Heitzman drives into the corner. It goes to Hartman. Hartman takes a three-point attempt. It's no good. And Highlander with hands on the ball. It'll be a jump ball. Highlander and Podorf fight over that, and possession goes to the Rockets on the arrow.
An extended zone for the Wildcats.
Yeager finds Mason Martin. He'll drive from the left side. No good off the glass. Nice drive attempt. It just doesn't fall. Blanchester controls the rebound. Still 2-0 with 4:20 to play here in the quarter. Three-point attempt from Lucas is no good. Mason Martin gets the rebound, gets it up the floor to Bryce Reese. Reese sees numbers against his favor, and he'll set up the offense. Yeager will take a three-point attempt from the left side. It rattles out. Sipple there for the rebound. Chance with a breakaway. And Reese is going to get called for the foul. There'll be no shot attempt, though. First foul of the game against the Rockets, and that goes against Bryce Reese, his first. And the Wildcats will inbound on the baseline.
Foul score number 23, Bryce Reese. That'll be his first, team's first.
It's not a bad foul, though. You don't give up the bucket. Ooh, box out. Sipple with the rebound and the putback.
Sipple with his first two of the game. Ties the score at 2.
The Wildcats are in a zone. Nice. Bryce Reese looks for the feed to Martin. It's a little bit slick and goes past. The Rockets are going to fall back into a zone. They're not really picking up the ball carrier or ball handler. They're kind of laying off, letting them take their time.
Assuming he's not going to shoot from 38 feet.
I would
Probably
assume.
Not a bad idea.
Definitely looks like the Rockets, especially in a defensive set, aren't going to push the pace. That was a nice trap.
Bryce Reese with a chance for the steal, but he steps out of bounds when he does it. So I think Coach Moore's strategy here, we've pushed the pace a little bit, but falling back into a zone, Coach Moore.
We're pushing the offensive pace, but we're not pressuring, and we're letting defense fall back.
Let defense fall back and prevent the fast break attempt from Blanchester. I'd say Coach Moore's theory is if he can get this scoring in the 40s for the game total, that he would consider that to be a success. Angus Krug checks in for the first time for the Rockets, replacing Trevor House. 3:30 to play. Sipple to Highlander. Sipple in the corner will find Hartman. Hartman's entry shot is no good. He gets his own rebound twice. And on the third try, puts it in for 2. And that gives Blanchester their first lead of the game at 4-2.
Got 3 attempts at that.
Reese is quickly
Nice.
double-teamed. Oh, good look from Reese down to Mason Martin. That's 4 points for Mason Martin. Good look from Bryce Reese.
That was beautiful. They were anticipating that trap. I think Coach Weber called a play, and the Rockets instinctively knew that was be a trap.
You can tell when you have a prolific scorer in the house because you have fancy cameras on the floor.
You do.
That's Hartman with the shot attempt is no good. I see Fox 19 down on the floor taking some shots.
Nice box out by Podorf.
And I'm pretty sure we have Channel 9 here as well, so that'll be fun for the kids to see themselves in the highlight reels at some point tonight. Reese up top, gets it over to Podorf, finds Mason Martin in the corner. He'll ball fake and drive. Goes up, and it drops. Mason Martin's got all 6 for the Rockets, and he's fired up.
I would be. He's had a great start.
Highlander being guarded by Reese, gets it back to Hartman. Hartman's missing a half of a number on his jersey. And that's the first 3 of the game for Bryce Highlander. And that puts Blanchester up 7-6. Bryce Reese brings it up. They'll trap in the corner. Good skip pass to Podorf. Podorf struggles with the ball, and it drops out of bounds. And that stinks.
It does.
When Blanchester decides to put that trap on at half court, if we can quickly pass like we did there, if that ball's secured and Podorf takes it to the rack, you've got a good chance with numbers. But that's not the case. So Sipple gets it to Highlander. Back to Hartman. To the side, it's Heitzman. For the first time, we're calling the name of Colton Wilson, number 25. Highlander shoots another three, and that gives Highlander 6 points. So it's a 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Entry pass to Krug, gets it back to Reese. Reese being guarded by Highlander. Reese will take a long three. That's up, it rattles out. Rebound goes to number 25, Colton Wilson. He gets it to Braden Sipple. Sipple brings it up the floor, being guarded by Yeager. Sipple advances through, puts up the shot, it's no good, gets his own rebound. He'll go back up.
Podorf
partially blocked from behind by Podorf. It's out of bounds off Blanchester. Rocket ball. Getting ready to check in for the Rockets is number 11, Owen Fishback. He'll replace Podorf. Reese inbounds to Fishback and gives it back to Reese. 1 minute to play here in the quarter. The Rockets trail by 4.
Coach Weber thought a split second about putting in the younger Sipple, but realized the clock wasn't very much minutes left in this quarter.
Fishback skips it over to Yeager. Yeager gets it to Reese. Then Reese will knock down a three, and that's the first 3 points of the game by Bryce Reese. 43 seconds to play. It's a 1-point game.
That's the first Rockets three, I believe.
Yes. Mason Martin had 3 field goals so far, and then Bryce Reese knocks that one down. Reese is going to regret that because he fouls Highlander.
And that's his second, I believe.
Second foul on Reese. It's a good thing we got 32 seconds to play. I'd say you're probably going to see C.J. Boothby here in the second quarter. Bryce Highlander is going to go to the line to shoot 3. Say if Bryce Reese is being honest, he wishes he could have that one back.
I wonder if Coach Moore realizes how much time is left in this quarter. Although Boothby, I believe, only actually played 2 quarters in there.
Boothby has quarters, so he'll be okay. 2 fouls on Reese. Boothby, the sophomore, has been handling the ball quite a bit lately when Reese is on the bench. So C.J. Boothby checks in, and Bryce Reese will take a seat with 2. Bryce Highlander hit his first one, or hit his second one, I'm sorry, and hits his third.
Gives him 8.
We'll give Bryce Highlander 8. 28 seconds to play. C.J. Boothby picks up his dribble. Ooh, dangerous pass. Austin Yeager's able to get it.
Sorry about that. The Wildcats have changed their defense on us.
Switch it to a man-to-man. I'd say that's a good move by the Wildcats. 15 seconds to play. Owen Fishback gets it down to C.J. Boothby. Entry pass to Angus Krug is swatted away.
That was a nice look. I would like to see a bounce pass on that. Definitely a nice. He had him sealed.
So Yeager will do the inbounding. It's Yeager, Krug, Martin, Fishback, and Boothby. First look's not there. They get the release to Boothby. Boothby with 9 seconds to play finds Fishback. Good look to Martin. Martin ball fakes, goes up awkwardly. Rebound Krug. Krug puts it back. Good job, Angus Krug, with the offensive rebound. That's Angus Krug's first 2, and that's enough to draw it within 1. And at the end of a quarter, it's Claremont Northeastern 11 and the Blanchester Wildcats 12.
Take care of all the
So at the end of the quarter for the Rockets, Bryce Reese has 3 points. Mason Martin has 6. And Angus Krug has 2 to give him 11. For Blanchester, Bryce Highlander has 8. Hunter Hartman has 2. Braden Sipple held to 2 points at the end of the first quarter. And it's 12-11. Blanchester leading the Rockets. Fouls. Bryce Reese has both fouls for Claremont Northeastern and spent some time on the bench. Only 1 foul for Blanchester, and that's on Bryson Lucas. So for the Wildcats, it'll be Lucas. It'll be Braden Sipple. It'll also be Bryce Sipple. It'll be Bryce Highlander. and Hunter Hartman. For the Rockets, it'll be Fishback, Boothby, Martin, Trevor House, and Logan Podorf.
You get to see younger Sipple in the game for the first time.
That's the first 3 for Braden Sipple. That gives him 5 points. Boothby brings it up, being guarded by Highlander. He gets it to Podorf. Podorf entry pass to Trevor House, being guarded by Braden Sipple. Fishback dribbling at the top. The switch puts Sipple on him. He finds Podorf, being guarded by the much smaller Highlander.
Rockets have a giant mismatch underneath. Trevor House is being guarded by
Boothby
Lucas.
from the corner puts up a ball fake. A lot of off-the-ball action that we saw there. Mason Martin misses everything there.
There was. Trevor House realized he was guarded by a shorter opponent, and they were scrapping underneath.
It was real scrappy down there.
No call, though.
Coach Weber talking to the center official over there. No call. It could have been both ways. There was a lot of hands and a lot of pushing. So they get the ball. It's Hartman. He finds the younger Sipple up to Bryson Lucas. The three-point shot attempt will come from Highlander. And Bryce Highlander's hot tonight. He's got 11 to lead all scorers.
That was a high arcing shot, too.
Highlander, a little fella.
Yes. The Rockets' 2-3 has been fairly effective.
Boothby drives. Shot attempt drops and good. That's a sweet shot from Boothby. It's his first 2. C.J. Boothby, a sophomore. Probably going to see a few minutes here with Bryce Reese having the 2 fouls. Owen Fishback chucking up Sipple with 2 hands. A lot of off-the-ball action, but we have a 3-pointer from Hunter Hartman. And that makes the lead 8. 21-13.
The Wildcats are gotten hot from behind the arc.
The Rockets are certainly focused on Braden Sipple. And
which rightfully so.
Braden Sipple, a prolific scorer. Bryce Sipple steals that away and gets it to his brother Braden. But the Wildcats supporting cast has done their job. Good box out there by Podorf. Gets it to Fishback, who'll bring it up the floor. Not normally a ball handler for the Rockets. Looking for his ball handler to come help him. He's being guarded by Bryson Lucas. Lucas chucks him up. No foul called. He'll pick up his dribble. Get it to Trevor House. House being guarded by Sipple. Mason Martin feeds it to House. House drives. And it's going to be called before the shot.
That was a nice offensive play.
It was.
I like that.
Foul's going to go against number 5. That's Bryce Highlander's first foul. I believe that's the first team foul, second team foul.
Lucas has a foul.
Yeah, Lucas and Highlander, the only 2. Mason Martin will take a seat for the first time. He's replaced by Austin Yeager. Inbound from Podorf. Finds Boothby on the release. He's being guarded by Highlander. Podorf on the side being guarded by the younger Sipple. Screen's no good. Fishback being guarded by Highlander. Gets it to Yeager. Boothby being guarded by Lucas. Podorf gets a screen.
If Braden Sipple is not guarding House, there's a little bit of a height advantage for the Rockets, and they haven't been able to utilize it yet.
Fishback will drive. Feeds the ball to Podorf. It's tipped out.
This might be our largest visiting crowd.
Podorf pass to Boothby to Fishback. Fishback being guarded by Lucas. Screen from House. 3-point try from Boothby is no good. Rebound goes to Sipple. Sipple will bring it up the floor. Fishback stops him. Chests him up. Foul's going to be called on the floor. Fishback chested him up and doesn't like it, but it's real.
It is. He did an excellent job.
First on Fishback's third for the team.
He split the trap.
4 minutes and 42 seconds to play. They find Sipple. Sipple will tee it up and shoot a 3. Ends up on the floor. No foul called. Ooh, House gets the rebound but tries to push it up the floor, and Sipple's smart and makes that steal. And a second foul is going to get called on Fishback.
He was smart on that one. He baited him.
He baited him big time. Fishback accidentally put 2 hands on him, didn't mean it. So checking back in to replace Fishback is Bryce Reese.
Braden Sipple, he's pretty good about that. He realized he had a defender coming behind him, slowed up, let the defender run into him. He's played this game a few times.
Once or twice. So Fishback and Reese both with 2 fouls. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play. Reese is back on the floor. Boothby behind Highlander. Highlander a little bit out of control, passes it out of bounds. Boothby will take a seat, and Mason Martin checks back in. I didn't think it would last long with Reese and Boothby both on the floor.
Although it'd be interesting to see how they play with each other.
I wouldn't do it right now. You got only so many
that is
minutes out
true.
of them, and
Yeah.
they complement each other well. House being guarded by Sipple. Sipple chucked him up pretty good. Reese is being guarded by Bryson Lucas.
What's the call going to be?
It's going to be a hold on Lucas. 2 hands.
That's his second.
Second on Lucas.
I wasn't sure what was going on. Mason
He
Martin.
got him. Bryson Lucas had 2 hands on him.
Okay.
And just about any time you put 2 hands on a player, if it's a contested play, the referees are going to blow the whistle. 1 hand's okay. 2 hands is not a basketball play. We're going to have a drive from Martin. He'll kick it out to Reese. Reese will take a 3-point shot. It's no good. Rebound, Podorf.
Podorf. That's a beautiful
Good
rebound.
play by Podorf. He had no chance of making that, but he knew with the rebound position, he put it back up almost as a tip, and it gets him to the line. That foul goes against Bryce Highlander, and that's Highlander's second, team 4th. Podorf gets his first 2 tries from the line. Rattles out. So all 4 fouls are shared between Bryson Lucas and Bryce Highlander for Blanchester, and same for Northeastern. Owen Fishback and Bryce Reese both have 2. Both tries from Podorf are no good. The younger Sipple secures the rebound and gets it to the older Sipple. 3:40 to play.
We're going to have the older Sipple play off the ball rather than being the point guard.
Bryce Highlander doing the ball handling duties. That's a walk. Hunter Hartman gets it to Highlander. It's tipped, but Hartman is able to secure it. He finds Lucas. Lucas will drive. Gets it to the younger Sipple. Sipple goes up. He's fouled and will shoot 2. Misses on the shot. Foul's going to go against Trevor House, number 40. For House, that's his first. And that puts Bryce Sipple at the line for 2. Bryce Sipple's a freshman.
We got to see him a couple minutes in the JV game.
He misses on the first. We're going to have a substitution for Blanchester. Number 33, Logan Heitzman, a starter, is going to check back in. He replaces Hunter Hartman.
Unlike their JV, their varsity is contesting the offensive field goal or offensive free throw. Tongue twister.
Sipple's good for the second. Give him 1 point on the game.
If you haven't watched their freshman or JV, they don't put any offensive rebounders in on free throws, but their varsity does not do that.
Kind of bananas.
It's awkward to watch nonetheless. Nice feed to Martin, low, blocked by Sipple, gets the rebound.
Three-point shot attempt. Bryce Highlander, give him 14 points.
Highlander is having – the Rockets have done an excellent job of slowing Braden Sipple, but they have let Highlander put some in.
If you ask Coach Moore if he'd be content with Braden Sipple having 5 with 2:50 to play in the game, he'd be cool with it.
He would be.
He would lose his mind if he knew that Bryce Highlander was going to drop 14.
With 2:30 to play in the second quarter. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
Drive from Lucas. Rebound goes to Trevor House.
I thought Lucas was going to pick up his third.
2:30 to play in the game, in the half.
The Rockets on a little bit of a Mason Martin. Jaeger off of Sipple. That was a nice play. The Rockets on a little bit of a scoring drought.
Control.
Timeout, Coach Moore.
It'll be a full timeout. We'll try to check in with our Rockets cheer squad.
Is the official
Following along on Twitter a little bit, Caleb No from WCPO here with us tonight. He says, catch the recap tonight at 11:20 on Channel 9 WCPO. So we're at 2 minutes and 14 seconds to play here in the second. 5 fouls on the Rockets, 2 on Fishback, 2 on Reese, and 1 on House. 4 fouls on Blanchester, both of them, a couple on Bryson Lucas and a couple on Bryce Highlander.
I think the
The Rockets are going to inbound. It's going to be Austin Yeager, Angus Krug, Mason Martin, Bryce Reese, and Logan Podorf. Yeager finds Krug. Krug puts a dribble down. If he'd have gone straight up, he probably has an uncontested shot. He puts the power dribble down and is fouled. His shot misses. Who's it going to go against? That's 33, Logan Heitzman. That'll be the first on Heitzman. 5th of the half, and Angus Krug, who has 2 points.
Coach Weber is losing his mind over there in the corner.
I don't even think he's not even. He wasn't upset with the officials at all. There,
No,
he's losing his mind with his team
he
for a
was.
mental breakdown there to let that happen. Angus Krug goes up for this first one is good. Give Angus 3.
Yeah, he's definitely not upset that there was a foul called. He's frustrated at his team.
Krug misses the second. Braden Sipple with the rebound.
Oh, are we going to see a different? Oh, I thought for a split second we were going to go man-to-man. We're staying in that 2-3.
Highlander back to Lucas. Lucas will dribble, being guarded by Yeager to Braden Sipple. Screen from Lucas. They get Highlander. Highlander's going to take it from 6 feet behind the arc. He's not quite feeling it out there, and the rebound goes to Mason Martin. Martin, the leading rebounder for the Rockets.
The Wildcats are definitely not shy about shooting behind that arc. Nice take.
Shot attempt by Yeager's no good. Rebound goes to the younger Sipple. He's being pestered by Podorf, but he's able to release it out to his brother. And Braden Sipple will bring it up with 1:28 to play. It's an 11-point lead for Blanchester.
Podorf is still pestering him.
Podorf's pestering the younger Sipple. Braden Sipple brings it out, finds Bryson Lucas. Lucas being guarded by Yeager with 1:13 to play. And a travel is going to be called on the Wildcats. Wildcats seem frustrated for sure.
They do. I definitely
Checking
would agree
in for the
with
Wildcats, number 25, Colton Wilson. Also in number 11, Hunter Hartman. And number 33, that'll be Logan Heitzman.
Coach Weber is
Entry goes to Podorf. Podorf off balance, can't put it in. Sipple goes up to get the rebound, and we're under 1 minute to play.
Coach Weber was explaining to the younger Sipple what he wanted him to do.
3-point try from Braden Sipple is no good. Podorf secures the rebound. He finds Bryce Reese. 45 seconds to play in the half. Screen from Reese. He'll pull up, take a 3. It won't drop. Rebound goes to Sipple. Sipple's got to be leading this game in rebounds. I haven't kept track of those stats, but he's there grabbing some boards for sure. Sipple will drive. Krug,
no call.
Pressure, no call. 2 bodies on the floor and no whistles. That could have very easily been a...
Could have gone either way. They just decided not to call anything.
Probably would call a block there on Krug. I didn't think he was there, but either way, no whistle.
I think Krug just acknowledged it and gave Sipple a pat.
Sipple not real thrilled about the lack of a call there.
I do know that Coach Weber, there's certain times being a prolific scorer, you're the target of a lot, and you get fouled a lot.
If there's 2 bodies on the floor, there's usually a whistle. So
they're very true.
Reese will dribble at the top with 10 seconds in the half. Gets a screen from Podorf. Reese will drive. Finds Mason Martin. Good feed. Mason Martin gets his 8th point of the game.
First for the quarter, however.
And gets the lead to single digits, and that's how we'll end the half. It's going to be the Rockets 16, Blanchester 25. We'll have a quick word from our sponsors.
The RocketCast is made possible to you free of charge with the support of these following organizations. Hudon Facility Solutions. At Hudon, it doesn't matter what size a facility is, our expectations are massive. Hudon focuses on the end result from the very beginning, delivering a remarkable experience for every client, every time. Hudon, keeping the best of Cincinnati running strong. Welcome Baptist Church in Goshen, Ohio. Check out the welcomebaptistchurch.com or follow us on Facebook. Pastor Michael Tripp and his family would love to welcome you to Welcome, where the theme is love. At Welcome Baptist Church, we hope you get to experience the love we have for God, for one another, and for the unbeliever. We'd love to see you soon on Sunday mornings at 11, in person or online. If you're interested in supporting the RocketCast, please contact Athletic Director David Colwell by email or phone, 513-625-1211, extension 115.
All right, as we get ready to start the second half, we'll give a quick rundown and scoring summary. For the Rockets, Bryce Reese has 3, C.J. Boothby has 2, Mason Martin has 8, and Angus Krug has 3 to give the Rockets 16. For Blanchester, the 25 comes with Bryce Sipple with 1. Bryce Highlander, the surprise of the game, with 14. Hunter Hartman with 3. Braden Sipple held to 5. For fouls, Owen Fishback and Bryce Reese both have 2. Trevor House has 1. For Blanchester, Bryson Lucas and Bryce Highlander both have 2. And Logan Heitzman has 1.
I don't have stats on him, but I would say this is probably one of Braden Sipple's lowest scoring halves.
In all likelihood, that's probably true. We're kind of piggybacking on Matt Sexton, who's on the other side.
He does an incredible job.
He does a good job with stats.
He does stats.
Braden Sipple leads all rebounders for the Rockets. The leading rebounder with 4, I believe, is Logan Podor. Braden Sipple in double digits with rebounds. If you ask Coach Moore if he's going to be happy, if you ask him before the game if he would take Braden Sipple being held to 5 points on the half, he would say absolutely. However, I don't think he expected Bryce Highlander to drop 14.
He also, some of his typical scorers offensively are not really scoring very much either.
Mason Martin having a good game with 8, but Bryce Reese only with 3. Yeager and Podor both still not on the board for the score.
The Bulldogs, or I don't know why I said Bulldogs.
Trevor House in the center had a pretty good look at it. They weren't able to get it to him. They crashed. Yeager will take that 3 short off the glass. Sipple with yet another rebound. He'll push it up the floor and finds Bryson Lucas. Lucas roundabout no good. Good defense by the Rockets to change his tempo on that.
And
Mason Martin grabs the rebound. Bryce Reese will slow it down.
Blanchester's in a 1-2-2. They extend it when they need to, but they're packed pretty tight in there right now.
I'm calling that a 2-3.
It's a 1-2-2.
Whatever.
Braden Sipple's on the top of it, and then he'll fall when he needs to.
Entry to House. It's tipped around. Podorf is able to recover it. Bryce Reese with a set. Takes a 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Podorf. Podorf puts it back. First 2 for Podorf.
You think he heard us say he hasn't scored yet?
Yeah, he was listening to us on his earbuds.
He did, clearly.
He's got his Beats by Dre in, listening to YouTube right now, no doubt.
I'm surprised you knew what that meant. You're so old, I didn't know you knew it.
Beats by Dre. Overpriced, low quality.
The Rockets are maintaining that 2-3 defense.
Good marketing.
Which has been pretty effective. Maybe they give us some sponsorship.
They get Brayson Sipple to the center is no good. Off from the free throw line.
Trevor House disrupted it just enough, I think.
Podorf with the rebound gets it to Reese. Reese will bring it up. He's being guarded by Highlander and Sipple. Oh, good skip pass and look to Martin. Martin will put down a dribble, ball fake. Wow, that's a heck of a play there by Hunter Hartman to stuff him. But he stays with it, and Martin drops it in and gets 10, and Martin's fired up. Mason Martin running his mouth a little more than he does in some games.
He is definitely fired up.
3-point shot is no good. That's Bryson Lucas. It's no good. Austin Yeager's able to come up with the rebound just off timing. Austin Yeager just is a little bit off kilter in today's game.
But Highlander did an excellent job jab stabbing
all day long.
That's a nice play.
Way to get set, Mason Martin. He's going to be real fired up after that. That's the 3rd foul on Highlander,
which is huge. He's the leading scorer for both teams right now. Let's see if Coach Weber goes to the bench with that.
Is Weber going to leave Highlander in with 3 fouls? He is. 5:58 to play in the 3rd, and he's going to leave the leading scorer, Bryce Highlander, in.
Surely he knows he has
Highlander's got 14 points and 3 fouls.
Nice
Bryce
take.
Reese drives, finds Mason Martin. Martin a little flat-footed and short. Bryce Reese hustles in there and grabs a rebound, and the foul's going to go against Logan Heitzman. It's number 33 for Blanchester. It won't be a shooting foul.
That's Heitzman's 2nd.
Referees are telling folks to calm down a little bit. Mason Martin is getting fired up.
He is. I like it.
Playing a little bit of a psychological game here. They find a release to Yeager. Yeager will drive. He's bumped by Lucas. No foul on the shot, but Trevor House is there to grab the rebound. Gets it to it. Ooh, Braden Sipple, good hands.
Pickpocket.
Bryce Reese is smart on that. Lets Sipple take it to the basket. For Sipple, that's 7 points. Bryce Reese thought about fouling him and didn't, playing with 2.
He's aware that he has 2 of them. Oh,
Bryce Reese tries to put it off feet. Oh.
That was a cheap one.
Bryce Reese just picked up a cheap 3rd foul.
Coach Moore is going to go to the bench.
So we're going to see Fishback check in with 2.
I don't think
He
Reese realized.
replaces Reese.
I think for a split second he didn't realize how many he had.
So what do we do here? Do we put Yeager on the point with Fishback, Yeager, House, Podorf, and Mason Martin? This is a
You probably could do Yeager. You also could do Martin, but they haven't really been pressuring. Well, if they're in the 1-2-2, I take that back. They
that's ball swatted away by
Mason Martin.
Ball swatted away by
Oh.
House. Mason Martin drops on it and calls a timeout. And a heads-up play. It'll be Rockets' ball. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Blanchester fans were not happy. Mason Martin ended up on top, and they're definitely not happy about that.
So it's a 7-point spread.
So we can see your kid take care of those injuries when they happen. Find out more at Varsity.com/injury clinic.
5:10 to play. 5:10 in the third quarter. The Rockets trail the Blanchester Wildcats by 7 points. Braden Sipple, who just a few nights ago dropped 49 points so far, held to 7. Mason Martin, the leading scorer for the Rockets with 10. The senior's pretty fired up tonight. He's had a couple good series and been a spark of energy for the Rockets.
Yes, he's also playing with great self-control.
But additionally, the Rockets on the offensive end of the ball have not been at their normal tempo either.
No.
Blanchester, a pretty good defensive team against us tonight. Sipple with yet another steal. A lot of fast hands for Blanchester.
Very true.
Sipple will drive and take a contested shot. It won't fall. House's timing was off. Wasn't able to secure the rebound or to be out of bounds off the Rockets. Trevor House was there and in position, just the bad luck that it dropped on the way back down and couldn't put a hand on it.
Sipple doesn't show very much emotion, but he definitely looks frustrated.
Bryson
right
Lucas finds Hunter Hartman from the corner. For Hunter Hartman, that's 3, and that'll give him 6. 10-point lead for Blanchester. Owen Fishback bringing the ball up for the Rockets. He'll skip it over to Yeager. We're showing 8 for Hartman, I'm sorry. Blanchester brings it up the floor, being led by Braden Sipple. Hartman finds Lucas. Lucas will pick up a foul against Yeager. It's Yeager's first. A little chippy afterwards, as Lucas was less than thrilled about that bump from Yeager. Wouldn't shock me a bit if at some point, if the game stays close like this and contested, that's another 3 by Hartman, and Hartman has 11.
2 in the quarter.
There's enough chippiness going on. I wouldn't be shocked to see an intentional foul or a technical emerge at some point in the next few minutes.
I could see that.
Another skip to Yeager. The Rockets are struggling to get it led down. Good entry from House to Martin. Martin's contested. It goes to House. House is able to pick it up. It drops back in. For Trevor House, the senior, that's his first 2 points of the game. Makes it an 11-point game.
You can see how aggressive this game is. Trevor House has a light complexion. His arms are bright red from contact. I don't know if the viewers can see it, but I've noticed it.
That's going to be a foul called on Sipple.
That's his first, I believe. Sipple was pleading that Trevor House pushed him into his teammate, which
may have.
It might have happened. The Wildcats are doing an extended 1-2-2, and as soon as the ball carrier crosses the timeline, they're quick to trap. So far, the Rockets have skipped past out of it.
It's definitely been pressure just to get it past the corner. They get it to the corner and get it to Martin. Martin skips it across to Podorf. Podorf will take a 12-footer. It'll drop for Logan Podorf. That gets 4 points all in the second half. And it cuts the lead to 9. Sipple being guarded by Fishback. Sipple will drive. He's bumped. That's going to probably go against Yeager, maybe Fishback.
I think Fishback had the body on him.
Picks up his 3rd.
Let's see if Coach Moore, how he handles a player with 3 fouls right now.
A lot of conversations between referees and players right now, just reminding them to be cool.
It's
Fishback pressure and Sipple. Again, Sipple's receiving contact every trip down the floor, which he's used to.
Yeah, he's got to. I mean, you don't like it, but you're used to it.
Highlander will take one from 6 feet behind the arc. He's cooled off a little bit, missing his last 4 attempts.
Ooh.
Good hands by Mason Martin. Sipple tries to make the smart play, but Martin's able to grab it. Gets it to Fishback. Fishback will drive, block is going to go against,
Lucas.
looks like Bryson Lucas.
Yes, that'll be his third. Coach Weber's
Oh,
not.
it's Brinson Lucas.
Oh, sorry, Brinson.
I've been saying it wrong all day. Owen Fishback has a chance for his first 2 points. as he lines up. So 3 on Brinson Lucas and 3 on Bryce Highlander. Fishback's good on his first for his first points of the game.
And Coach Weber's been leaving them in with those 3 fouls. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
So Highlander and Lucas both playing with 3.
Mason Martin.
Mason Martin rebound. Good hustle, 12 points, Mason Martin.
I think he's having one of his best, at least that we've witnessed, one of his best games of this year.
For sure. Pottorf pops out to pressure the younger Sipple. He finds Hartman.
On the line.
Hartman steps on the line, and it's going to be Rocket ball. So we're going to have some substitutions for Blanchester. It's going to be number 25, Colton Wilson. Also checking in will be C.J. Boothby. He'll replace Owen Fishback. So on the floor for the Rockets, it's going to be Boothby, Pottorf, House, Martin, and Yeager. They get the ball to Yeager in front of his own bench. He'll skip it across. Ooh, I didn't like that pass.
Oh, look, opposite.
Foul's going to go against Yeager. Foul's going to be called against Hunter Hartman on the entry to to House. First one on him. It's only the 5th on the team with 2 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Pottorf will inbound. He finds Boothby. Boothby thought about shooting it, decided not to. Entry to House. House puts a step down.
Oh, no.
Offensive
He
foul.
lowered his
Nullified
shoulder.
his shot. Dropped the shoulder into him. I can see that.
Which is funny because he didn't really need to do it. He had such a height advantage. I believe that's his second.
It's not the call you want, but it's a good call. Second foul on House, 3rd on the team. The Rockets continuing the 2-3 zone pressure. Hartman to, I haven't called that name much. That was Wilson to Sipple. Back to Hartman in the corner. Hartman
on the line again.
It's the second time in a row that Hartman has done that.
There's a fan sitting right there, and I happened to catch it. That fan was losing his mind. I just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Caught me off guard.
I've just gotten used to it, Liz.
I'm sorry.
House
I try not to interrupt
gets it to
you.
Martin. Back to House. Good look.
Ooh.
That's the right. That's the
beautiful
look you're looking for there.
Oh, Pottorf.
Pottorf didn't need to do that.
It was an accident, Raf. He didn't mean it.
It's going to be the 5th foul. 5th foul of the game of the half on the Rockets. First on Logan Pottorf.
There's a little bit of a foul. The Blanchester got off to several more fouls, but it's evened up.
It's a 6-point spread. From the corner, it's going to be Hartman, and it drops. So Hartman's taken over the scoring for the game, and he jumps to 14. So two Wildcats with 14 points to lead all scorers. And who would have thought it's not someone named Sipple? Boothby thought about pulling that. He gives it back to Pottorf. Pottorf gets the screen, feeds House. Good move, and it drops.
Beautiful.
For Trevor House, that's 4 points.
That was a nice team effort. That was nicely drawn up. Yeah, Hartman's on a roll, 3 for 3.
1 minute and 5 seconds to play here in the third quarter. The younger Sipple's going to drive, and he gets it to the corner, and that's going to be Highlander. Highlander's chilled out a little bit after scoring 14 all in the first half. Pottorf grabs the rebound, and he's going to be fouled on that rebound. It'll be the 16th foul on Blanchester. First foul on Bryce Sipple. 57 seconds to play. Coach Weber having a conversation with the far official.
Pottorf had him sealed. It was a pretty good play.
Boothby gets a screen. Gets it to Yeager. 49 seconds to play in the quarter. Boothby being guarded by Sipple, losing about 5 inches. Gets it to Mason Martin. Mason Martin's going to drive. Nice take, but it's off. Trevor House is there to grab a rebound. Boothby from the corner feels it. No good. Rebound is contested. Oh, almost was secured by the Rockets, but
it was close.
Austin Yeager gets it tipped off his fingertips. So with 32 seconds to play, Blanchester's going to inbound, and their lead is 7.
Hartman's going to bring it up for, I thought he was going to.
Hartman back to Highlander. Highlander to the corner finds
Sipple.
Wilson. The younger Sipple back to Hartman to Wilson. To the younger Sipple, he'll drive, take, no good. Rebound, Trevor House, 15 seconds in the quarter. C.J. Boothby will pull it back a little bit. He finds Pottorf. Pottorf will Have a foot on the line. It'll be a long 2 for Podorf, and that's 6 points on the second half for Podorf. Trims the lead to 5. 2 seconds to play. Shot by Sipples, no good. Rebound to Mason Martin.
It's a good quarter for the Rockets. Cuts the lead to 5.
A
Let's
5-point
get our
difference.
attention to the varsity cheerleaders.
Those are your Rockets cheerleaders. It's Alexis Floor-Jones, Alexis Gravy, Elizabeth Stricker, Lydia Huff, Mackenzie Donovan, Autumn Purcell, and Brianna Rule. Going through your scoring summary as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Logan Podorf has 6 points, all coming in the second half. Owen Fishback has 1. Bryce Reese has 3. C.J. Boothby with 2. Mason Martin with 12 to lead the Rockets scores. Trevor House with 4 and Angus Krug with 3. For Blanchester, Bryce Sipple has 1. Bryce Highlander has 14, but all in the first half. Hunter Hartman has 14. Braden Sipple has 7. And it's 36-31. The Wildcats lead the Rockets.
The Rockets outscored the Wildcats that quarter 15-11. Big quarter for them.
Rockets extending their zone a little more than they have in the past. Entry pass is stolen away by the Rockets. That's Logan Podorf will get it. Bryce Reese back on the floor. For the Rockets, it's Reese, Yeager, Podorf, Martin, and Krug.
This is also, thought the Wildcats were playing a man-to-man for a moment. We haven't seen that yet. And it looks like they are. With a major mismatch.
Bryce Reese is going to drive. He'll go up off the left side, and he'll score. That's his first points of the half, and that gives him 5.
For a moment, there was Lucas guarding Krug, and Sipple realized it and switched him. Sorry, Highlander.
A 3-point deficit is the tightest it's been since early in the first quarter.
Yes, the Rockets had started with a 2-0 lead. I think this was the closest it's been since then.
Sipple from the elbow goes up, and it drops to give him 9.
He's had 2 in every quarter so far.
I had him at 3 in the second.
Oh, sorry.
So Podorf's fouled. That foul's going to go against number 25, Colton Wilson. Will be his first 16 foul for Blank. Is that 7?
7. They're shooting.
So Podorf will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
You are correct. Sipple has hit a 3 in that second quarter.
Yeah, I love to hear you say that.
Well, I have it written. I just did my math wrong. Is this Podorf?
Logan Podorf is 0 for 2 from the line.
Oh,
Misses that one. Sipple grabs the rebound.
sure he'd love to have that one back.
Sipple brings it up against 2-3 zone pressure from the Rockets. Hartman to Sipple. Tipped away by Bryce Reese. Rockets are playing pretty good defense tonight.
Beautiful.
Good feed.
Oh. Take the time and make it. Get fouled anyway. Oh,
Yeah.
He's going to the line. He's going
Yeager's
to the line.
struggling a little bit. He's fouled there. That foul's called on 25. That's Colton Wilson. That's his second.
2 quick ones for him. Austin Yeager.
Yeager gets a chance to have his first 2 points. These are his first free throws of the game. Austin Yeager having a little bit of an off night offensively. Normally a reliable shooter for the Rockets. Hits his first. 1 point for Yeager. Checking in for Blanchester number 3, Bryson Lucas.
Looking at our scoring sheets, the Rockets' scoring has been pretty spread out, and there's only 4 scorers for the Wildcats.
2 for 2 for Yeager. Sipple will bring it up. Again, an extended 2-3 zone with 6 minutes and 25 seconds to play. Lucas finds Hartman. Hartman's double teamed, and he'll get it to Highlander. Highlander pump fakes. He gets it back to Hartman. Cross to Sipple. Sipple to the corner finds Lucas. Lucas' 3-point attempt drops for Bryson Lucas. That's his first 3 points of the game. It'll be a 6-point spread now.
The Wildcats are staying in a man-to-man. First, we've seen it. Well, we saw it last possession, but they've been playing zone primarily tonight.
Bryce Reese looks for a clear out. He gets Angus Krug at the top. Not normally a 3-point shooter. Gets it to Mason Martin. Back to Bryce Reese. We'll try it again.
Ooh, Podorf realizes he has a mismatch and is
Podorf
fighting
had
down
a
there.
mismatch and couldn't get it. Krug will drive, kicks it to Yeager. To the middle, Martin. Martin will take it to the hole, guarded by Sipple. Mason Martin's going to be fired up by that because it's 14 points.
He's having might be a career night. I don't know what his most points is in a game.
I wouldn't say a career night, but he's having a good night.
I don't know how many.
Lucas decides to pull a three there and catches there. Mason Martin gets the rebound. Podorf had a chance there, but Reese couldn't quite secure it to make the pass. Angus Krug posting up, trying to get it. Mason Martin's going to take a 15-footer. It's no good. Rebound, Podorf, and that's as easy as 2 points of the game to give Logan Podorf 8 on that rebound and putback.
This is all.
2-point lead for Blanchester.
His 8 points have come in the second half.
Sipple at the elbow being triple teamed. Gets it to Lucas, to Hartman. To the corner it goes to Heitzman. 3-point shot attempt by Highlander. Highlander tries to drop to call the foul, and it's not there, and he misses. Rockets are able to rebound. Bryce Reese brings it up the floor. I think we're going to have a foul, and that's going to be against Sipple.
It's his second.
That's an out-of-characteristic foul there for Sipple.
But the Rockets are on the bonus. It's going to send
Coach Weber is staring down, not the officials, but staring down his leading scorer in Sipple. Looks displeased. Blanchester a little bit off sorts.
And Sipple's questioning the ref, kind of like, what happened?
Reese shoots the 1-and-1. Reese is good on the first. For Bryce, that's 6. Checking in for the Rockets, number 40, Trevor House. Angus Krug will take a seat. Bryce Reese lines up for his second attempt, looking to score 7. It's good for Reese.
That ties the game.
7 points, and the game is tied.
With 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
Highlander being guarded by Yeager will find Hartman. To the top, he gets it to Heitzman. To the corner, it's Highlander again. Sipple from the elbow, moves in, and it drops. 11 points for Bryce. Braden Sipple.
It's one of his least contested shot attempts.
Mason Martin will drive against pressure. It won't drop. Rebound goes to House. Oh, his putback attempt's contested. And we get a jump ball as Sipple and House fight for the rebound, and it'll be possession to the Rockets. Good work there by Trevor House to box out the athletic Sipple and cause the jump ball. Podorf inbounds. Oh, half a second late. Trevor House sticks with it. Good job, and it drops. Good hustle there by Trevor House. The pass was a half second late. It was contested. He goes and grabs it, takes it to the hole, and scores. And we're back to a tie game. 43 all, 4 minutes to play. Entry pass to Hartman. Oh, man. Trevor House gets called for a foul there. It's going to be his third. Got saved there. And they're going to shoot. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's not going to be on Trevor House. It's going to go on Mason Martin. It'll be his first, and they're going to have him shoot. Northeastern fans less than thrilled about this situation. Bad enough to get called for the foul, but for it to be a shooting foul, no less. But it puts Hunter Hartman at the line. He's got 14, and he just hits his 15th.
Who was the foul?
Foul was on Mason Martin. 16 foul on the Rockets. Checking in, it'll be Bryce Sipple, replacing Bryson Lucas. And Hunter Hartman lines up for his second shot. Looking to have 16, and he does. He leads all scorers with 16. Bryce Reese brings it up the floor. For the Rockets, it's Reese, House, Podorf, Yeager, and Martin.
The Wildcats are on a 2-3 now. Oh, it's the right idea. Right idea. I like it. Drive.
A little too
ditch
much.
to the side. It was definitely, you can't fault the play. The pass was a little errant, but.
I can't help but chuckle. Blanchester forces a turnover, and their coach flips out because it should have been 2 easy points if that pass had just a little off of it or if House grabs it, because it was definitely a defensive breakdown for Blanchester there.
I can understand the coach. Coach Weber seems frustrated sometimes this game, which I'm sure their team feels frustrated as well.
Highlander puts up a 3. It catches air. Martin gets the rebound, quickly outlets it, and that'll be Logan Podorf. Give Logan 10 points.
That goes straight. Sometimes running from behind, you want to foul so bad. Great restraint for the Wildcats.
It was a heck of a rebound and instantly had the right idea for Martin. Sipple will drive. Gets the shooter's roll, and it gets 13. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to play. It's a 2-point lead. Bryce Reese will bring it up, being guarded by Sipple. He gets it to Podorf, being guarded by the younger Sipple. To Yeager, being guarded by Hartman. Bryce Reese pulls up for a three. It's no good.
Ooh. House was in
got
position.
thumped.
He did, but Reese just got by with it.
So the young Sipple will bring it up. Mason Martin's there. Charge. Got to be all day.
Mason Martin has gotten 2. He is pumped. I mean,
not only did Mason Martin draw that charge, but if you watch the replay, Mason Martin was literally standing there with his hands saying, "Bring it."
Bring it. It was.
And
was
Sipple,
the last charge on the younger Sipple as well?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure
It's
about
the second foul on Sipple.
In this this was his second. He's picked up 2 just in this half.
It's been a while since I've seen that, but literally he had both hands saying, "Bring it on," and the kid brought it. And the referee called the charge. So good job, Mason Martin. He's pretty fired up. House from the corner drives, being guarded by Heitzman, I'm sorry. Bryce Reese thought about a three-point attempt. He doesn't. It's tipped.
Ooh. They're going to say foul on Wildcats.
Really?
Yes, he pointed underneath. He's the younger Sipple picks up 3. That's his third. That's 3 just in this half.
Referee must have seen something from the backside that I didn't. But it'll put Podorf at the line, and it's going to be double bonus.
Podorf's struggling tonight. He has 0 for 3. Hopefully he can knock some in.
10 points all in the second half, though. No good.
Take your time. Take a big breath. Use your legs.
2 minutes, 13 seconds to play. It's a 2-point lead for Blanchester.
2 minutes. Did you mention? 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go.
And he hits the second one. Give Podorf 11. That was a travel that wasn't called.
Our fans are making the refs aware of that.
Even the little girl in the pink shorts on Blanchester's sideline called it.
On her own team, I love it.
The 7th grader. No, she's not a 7th grader.
She's got to be elementary. We watched her dribble. Her dribbling's impressive.
Yeah, I think she's a coach's daughter.
Yeah.
She's a baller, you can tell.
Now
that's a walk as well. Well, that's 2 of them.
Oh,
Highlander breaks the ice for his second half. Give Bryce Highlander 17. It makes it a 4-point lead for...
They're saying that Reese stepped on the line, I believe. I think that was the call. No, they're calling a foul on him. He signaled his number, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on here.
I have no idea what happened.
No idea what's going on. There was a play call. Maybe at home you saw it. We have no idea what happened.
No fouls were put on
the board. No fouls were called.
I'm not sure. Bryce Reese, good drive. Sipple from behind to contest the younger.
Mason
Martin grabs the rebound and lose it low. Oh, good hustle by Bryce Reese. Gets it out to Yeager. Finds House at the top. Mason Martin from the left side.
Coach Moore at the timeout.
Coach Moore calls timeout. 1 minute, 12 seconds to play. His team's down 4. He has 3 timeouts left. Let's take a look at our Twitter feed again. I'm going to shoot it back to our bowlers. Our girls bowling team up at the tournament at Muskingum University against Division I teams. Finished the tournament in 3rd place. It's the 4th year for Coach Jeff Connor and the bowling team. Several 4th-year bowlers on his team, so congratulations to them to finish 3rd place in the big invitational tournament at Muskingum University.
The women's team is also sitting undefeated for the year on top of the league. I was told by my husband, who does an amazing job watching our children while I'm here, that was a verbal warning called against Bryce Reese. He was able to get that from the broadcast, which explains why there was numbers called into the table.
Okay. If you're going to blow your whistle for something like that, just whack a kid. Don't stop play for a verbal warning. That's dumb.
So I kept the book, and there was a verbal warning called the 7th grade. There's nowhere to put warnings.
It's because it's a made-up call.
Yeah, there was a bench warning, so I just scribbled it in the bottom, and then 2 players were warned. I'm like, it was kind of pointless, but sure, I'll write it in the book for you. The Rockets underneath their own basket against a 2-3 defense. Possibly man-to-man. The lineup is awkward.
Bryce Reese will do the inbounding. He'll get it to Trevor House. To the top is Podorf. To Yeager. To the corner is Reese. The 3-point was that was what they wanted. Sipple was there. Sipple's guarding Bryce Reese. A hard hand on him. I think foul could have easily been called there. Entry to Mason Martin. Mason Martin's contested on his shot, and Blanchester comes up with the ball. Braden Sipple pushes it up the floor. Oh, man.
Oh, that was a travel. I'm sorry.
That was a travel, too.
That was a travel. They're going to call it on Austin Yeager. The Rockets, the limited crowd is vocal. That was Austin Yeager gets hit for his second foul. This is Sipple's first free throws, which I'm sure doesn't happen very often.
Now they're running somebody.
Are they? I missed what's going on here. Makes his first.
Sipple hits his first to give him 14.
Is he calling a bench warning maybe? I'm
I
not
don't know.
100%.
He's pointing at something.
Coach Moore's trying to. Oh, you know what it is? Is he not in his coaching box?
There is no box at Northeastern's floor. 15 for Sipple.
It's been a quiet 15. Big fourth quarter for Sipple.
6-point lead with 50 seconds to play. Bryce Reese will drive. Nearly loses the ball. Is able to recover, being guarded by the younger Sipple. What do we have? Timeout, Coach Moore. 43 seconds to play. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. We had senior night the other night for the Lady Rockets, and we'll just pop it to them. So we got a pretty good viewership tonight. We run it through our Lady Rockets. They had a pretty good game last night, able to beat Blanchester, and they're on a bit of a roll. Congratulations to Coach Portman and his team. He calls them the Hard Hat Crew, and I think that's a pretty good assessment of the Lady Rockets.
I believe they quietly have gone up. I want to say they're third or fourth in the league. They're above 500 both overall and in league play. 6-5 overall and 4-3 in the league.
Started the season a little slow, but they've been scrappers and fight hard, and now they've got a winning record on the year. So congratulations to Coach Portman and his team.
And the fact that they've only gotten 11 games in, and it's January 22nd. They had a bit of a pause in play.
Bryce Reese is going to inbound for the Rockets. He looks for Mason Martin. He's not there. Rockets keep moving. He'll inbound it to Podorf. Podorf is going to pump fake. Bryce Reese will take a three.
Ooh,
no good.
Short.
Rockets secure. Sipple secures the rebound. Foul's going to be called on Reese.
That was a heads-up play on Reese. Honestly, though, it's not a bad foul because you needed to stop the clock anyway. Coach Moore is going to call his last timeout here.
He just sat somebody down. Fourth on Reese.
It's still a 1-and-1.
Sipple's going to shoot the 1-and-1.
Does his coach have so much confidence in him that he's going to make his first shot?
Apparently.
So we saw this in the JV game.
I think that Coach Moore got his bench, got a warning, which again is stupid. 16 points for Sipple. Extends the lead to 7.
You knew that Sipple was going to get his points.
35
eventually.
seconds to play. 17 for Sipple.
He just tied the leading scoring for the Wildcats.
33 seconds to play. Reese brings it up the floor. He'll put up a contested floater. Good rebound, Mason Martin. It doesn't drop. Rebound for the younger Sipple.
Reese has 5. Is he going to go for it? Yep.
Sipple's fouled by Reese. And I think that's going to put Reese on the bench with 5.
With 21 seconds left to play. This has been a great effort by the Rockets.
So Bryce Reese will take a seat with 5 fouls and 7 points, and Braden Sipple will go to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1.
Owen Fishback is going to be replacing Bryce Reese. You know who we haven't seen this quarter that I just realized? Boothby.
It's because Bryce Reese had a pretty strong quarter.
He did.
Sipple is good on the first, 18 points. And just like that, Braden Sipple's the leading scorer in the game.
It happened late.
And it's a 10-point lead. 19 points for Sipple. And they lead by 10. 17 seconds to go. Podorf will pull up for a 3. No good. Rebound, Braden Sipple.
The Rockets are going to not foul.
Rockets step back. 7 seconds to play. And that's a heartbreaker for the Rockets. They played their heart outs, but they're going to drop this one by 10 points as Blanchester will defeat the Rockets. That's the first win in this gym for Braden Sipple. And it'll be 56-46. It's good to see that the players congratulate each other with good sportsmanship. Running through, it's going to be Austin Yeager with 2, Logan Podorf with 11, Owen Fishback with 1, Bryce Reese fouls out with 7, C.J. Boothby with 2, Mason Martin had 14 to lead the Northeastern scorers, Trevor House had 6, and Angus Krug had 3 to add up to 46. For Blanchester, Bryce Sipple with 1, Bryson Lucas with 3, Bryce Highlander with a surprising 17, Hunter Hartman dropped 16, Braden Sipple has 19. And the Blanchester Wildcats win with 56. We appreciate everyone joining us. Tomorrow the RocketCast will be back with no commentary as the Lady Rockets are in action. Join us a week from tonight as the boys team will celebrate senior night festivities here on Friday night. We'll plan to bring senior night action and the varsity game that night. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it here for the JV game. We thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everyone.